How are you, everyone? I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you for our social studies lesson, class 8, welcome for our social studies lesson, class 8, whereby we are going to discuss about the people and population. And under people and population, we are going to look at human origin. Now, before that, I would like to remind you on what you are supposed to do in order to assist in curbing the spread of this deadly virus that is corona. That kindly remain at home, and as if you are forced by circumstances to leave home, then make sure that you put on your mask, avoid greeting people, use of your hand. Something else is that maintain social distance. If you feel like coughing or sneezing, please use your toilet paper, put it here, cough or sneeze and dispose it immediately to a safe place. If you don't have a toilet paper, then you can always fold your hand like this, cough or sneeze there, and all will be well. Above all, let us continue praying to God, and I know that He's going to intervene and He's going to normalize everything. Having said that, now allow me to talk about the topic of today. I've said we are going to discuss about people and population, and we are going to discuss about human origin. Now, we have three explanations on the origin of man. One is mythical. When we talk about mythical, we are talking about different stories from different ethnic groups explaining where man came from. Then we have the creation story. This is found in the holy books like the Bible and Quran, which explains that God is the creator of everything and including man. Then we have evolution theory. Evolution theory, this is a scientific theory that explains that man evolved from an ape-like creature to a human being that he is today. Now, my dear pupils, allow me to concentrate on evolution theory. And as I've said, evolution of man, it means gradual development of man over very many years. When we talk about gradual, it is a step-by-step development of man from an ape-like creature to a human being that he is today. Now, my dear pupils, allow me to talk about the terms you are supposed to know as you tackle this topic about evolution. One, we have what you call prehistory. Prehistory is a period in history when information was not recorded in writing. We also have another term, fossils. Fossils, these are remains of early man. The remains of early man, we refer to them as fossils. Then we have what you call prehistorical sites or archaeological sites. These are places where the remains of early man were found. Then we also have another term that is excavation. Excavation means is the activity of digging to take the fossils. You see, these remains were left over so many years, and because of the action of erosion, these fossils were buried. So the activity of digging them or removing from the soils, we call it excavation. Then we have archaeologists or paleontologists. These are scientists who study the fossils or the remains of early man. We refer to them as paleontologists or archaeologists. Then we have the term archaeology. Archaeology is the study of the remains of early man. Now, allow me to talk about the scientific idea of evolution. Man is believed to have evolved from an ape-like animal over millions of years. Evolution theory was developed by a British scientist known as Charles Darwin. He's the one who came up with this theory of evolution. Darwin believed that man evolved from simple living creature to the present complex creature, a human being that he is today. Now, what archaeologists study on the fossils, it's very important to know that what exactly the archaeologists study from the fossils. One, the bone frame, that is teeth and the skull. They study about body formation. This is the appearance. They talk about, they study about the art in drawing and painting. They talk about, they look at the body size. They talk about the year these fossils or that creature existed, tools that were used, brain capacity. So these are some of the things that the archaeologists or the paleontologists look when they are studying these fossils. Now, stages of human evolution, according to Charles Darwin, we have the Ramapithecus, and my dear candidates, Ramapithecus is believed to be the ancestor of early man. So from Ramapithecus, we have Australopithecus, then we have Homo habilis, then Homo erectus, then after Homo erectus, we have Homo sapiens, and then we have Homo sapiens sapien. Now, we also have the stages, these are the stages were grouped into what you call Stone Age, Stone Ages. So the Stone Ages, this refers to the period in development of man where he used stones to make tools and weapons. We have three stone stages. We have one early Stone Age, two, we have Middle Stone Age, and lastly, we have Old Stone Age. Allow me to talk about the Early Stone Age. And under the Early Stone Age, we have the Homo habilis that falls under the Early Stone Age. This Homo habilis lasted between 200,000 years to 3 million years ago. Allow me to talk about the characteristic of Homo habilis. One, he stood almost upright. He stood almost upright. His brains, although smaller than those who came after him, was larger than those of his predecessors. Was also capable of making tools. His main tool was a chopper. The main tool of the Homo habilis was a chopper. He also used simple but necessary speech. At this stage, man did not wear clothes. That is to say that man walked naked. Women gathered, the main source of food was through hunting and gathering. Like women gathered edible roots, leaves, fruits, stems, and nuts. They also, men hunted for wild animals for meat, and the animals will be skinned and eaten raw, since man had not invented fire at this stage. Now, allow me to talk about the tools made by Homo habilis. Homo habilis made tools such as arrowheads, choppers, spearheads, scrubbers, and so forth. Now, my dear people, that is about the early Stone Age, and I've said under the early Stone Age, we had the Homo habilis. Allow me now to talk about the Middle Stone Age, where we have the Homo erectus. And as I said, Homo erectus is also known as an upright man. He existed between 20,000 to 200,000 years ago. He was a direct descendant of Homo habilis. Now, allow me to talk about characteristic of Homo erectus, that is a characteristic of the Middle Stone Age. One, he stood upright. He stood and walked upright, had a larger brain than Homo habilis. His speech was more advanced than that one of Homo habilis. He lived in forest, rocks, rock shelters, and caves. He also relied more on hunting larger animals than gathering. He made a variety of tools and weapons using chips of stones, woods, animals, bones. Now, the tools that were made by Homo erectus, they were known as Acheulean tools. They were known as Acheulean tools. These were the tools that were made by the Homo erectus. Now, the weapons made by Homo erectus included spears, scrappers, hand axes, chisel, knives, co-axe, piercing tools, double-faced points. We had hammers, clubs, fags, and blades. So these were the tools that were made by the Homo erectus. During this period, one important development was hafting. When we talk about hafting, it was the fitting of a blade into a handle. It was during this period that man made fire. So fire was invented during the Homo erectus period, and that is under the Middle Stone Age. Now, during the Homo erectus stage, food was cooked. Food was cooked, and the fire was used, one, for warming themselves during cold season, for cooking, and also for scaring away dangerous animals, especially at night. Now, my dear pupils, allow me to talk about the late Stone Age, which is also known as a Neolithic period. Neolithic period. And under this period, we have the Homo sapiens, which I said Homo sapiens are also known as thinking man. This creature existed between 500 to 20,000 years ago. He was also known as a thinking man. He lived a settled life, grew crops, and domesticated animals. And most probably, the animal that was first to be domesticated by the Homo sapiens was a dog, which probably he used it for hunting. Some of the tools that were made by Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, included the arrowheads, saw blades, hoes, grindstones, harpoons for fishing, scrappers, hammers, hammer stones, sickles, stone needles, bucket blades, and bows. Man developed medicine during this stage of the late Stone Age, and he developed medicine and religion. He also used fire, and fire was used for warming himself, cooking, and scaring wild animals at night. Now, in short, the developmental stages, according to Charles Darwin, we have Homo habilis, that is man with ability, Homo erectus, that is man, an upright man, then Homo sapiens, then we have Homo sapien, that is the modern man. Now, I want to talk about these prehistorical sites found in different countries. Prehistorical sites in different countries. And I said prehistorical sites means places where the remains of early man were found. We have in Kenya, we had prehistorical sites like Hyrax Hills. We have Olgesaile, Kobifora. We have Kariandusi near Gilgil, Fort Tenan near Kisumu, Rusinga Island on Lake Victoria. We have Naiko Tome. We have Kanapoi. These are prehistorical sites found in Kenya. We have in Uganda, Mogusi. We have Nzongezi. We have Ishango. We have Songo. We have Ntusi. We have Bigo. We have Lolui. These are prehistorical sites found in Uganda. In Tanzania, we have Engaruka. We have Olduvai Gorge, Ismailia. We have Kalambo. We have Songo, Mara Island. We have Kondoa. We have Litoli. So these ones are found in Tanzania. Prehistorical sites found in Ethiopia. We have Lalibela. We have Harare. We have Omo River Valley. We have Dire. We have Awasa. We have Hadar. We have Melka, Konture, Bouri. We have Afar region. Those ones found in Ethiopia. In Sudan, we have Meroe, Nuri. We have Amara. We have Dangola. We have Naga in southern Sudan. And in Eritrea, we have Aksam. I also have a song about this. have a song about the prehistorical site, and the song goes this way. These are the prehistoric sites. These are the prehistoric. My dear pupils and candidates, those are the prehistorical sites that are found in East Africa. Now, with that, we have finished talking about the origin of human beings, and we have talked about the evolution theory according to Charles Darwin. I would like you, my dear candidates, to replay this video as many times as you can, so as you get acquainted with this topic about evolution. And this is a very serious topic. You cannot miss it in an examination situation. That is the end of our lesson. Be blessed.